Yo, not your average tree man. We have a weekend off with no projects to work on at the moment. No spare parts have come for that 201 I've been doing. We thought we'd have a look at something else. So these are my new boots. Don't necessarily look very new, but these are the Arbortec Kayos, and they're climbing boots, but I would say that these are the best boots on the market at the moment, whether you're a climber or a groundie right now. My opinions on this are somewhat controversial, and I'll come in from an extreme sports, parkour, free running, climbing background. A couple of things to point out on these that I really like. Okay, they've got Vibram sole, kind of industry standard now. Unfortunately, 510 doesn't make rubber for other shoes anymore. I'd love to see a pair of tree climbing boots with some 510 stealth rubber on there. That'd be amazing. Hello, I kind of forgot that you were there. You getting famous on this as well? So, Vibram sole, really sticky, really good. You've got a flat kind of toe edging area just here. For ridges, bark, stuff like that. I'll see if I can throw in a couple of demonstrations of how that works. It is quite stiff, however, the one thing I really like about these boots is how flexible they are. Okay, so you've got flex over the sole, across here. You've got flex at the ankle, which normally you'd have tons of ankle support, but because of this snazzy little sock thing, you can really kind of bend your ankle and use your ankle muscles, use your foot muscles as well as your leg muscles. And as I say, on a biomechanical kind of viewpoint on this, the kind of people that are in our trade, the kind of people that are buying these boots are physically active. You know, they know how to use their muscle, they know where to put their feet, they can practice good foot placement. Let's face it, they're climbers, okay? They're just climbing trees instead of rocks. So I would say that flexibility, being able to use those muscles, again, coming from a movement-based coaching background, that adds to efficiency. So these, the fact that they're flexible but still offer a decent amount of support. You know, I've spiked in these, and yeah, they're really good. No different to my older, stiffer pair of boots on spikes. If you can see at the bottom, they've got quite a substantial ridge between the heels, so you can still get your spikes nice and well seated in there. But yeah, flexibility, top notch. What I also really like is the tongue. Because of this sock, the tongue folds all the way down. So when you come to unlacing these, you just undo your knot, grab your tongue, pull it down, and it slackens off all the laces. And then you can just get your foot out. I find that really easy. When I first got these, they were a bit awkward to get on until I figured out how quick it was to loosen the laces using the tongue, pulling the tongue forwards. A couple of other things. They do have your SRT knee ascender rated loop built in, so you can just clip your ascender onto that. I don't use one of those, but it's there if you like that. The loops on the back for clipping and carrying, really substantial, really strong. I just pick them up by these all the time. Now, onto things I don't like. The laces are absolutely rubbish. Now, these are about 6 weeks old now, so they've had a fair bit of battering, 5 or 6 days a week. They're not quite as bright and purple as they were, but the laces, within the first week, the laces started fraying. Within the first month, both laces had broke within 2 days of each other. Now, if that had happened when I was out on a job, I'd have been knackered. So my recommendation is to get some decent laces. I've just ordered some paracord laces to replace these. I then put the spare set that came with them in because they are pants. You can get paracord, 550 paracord laces. You can get Dyneema Aramid core laces. They're the strongest. What I'd probably recommend, if you are really picky on your laces, because you can get all sorts of snazzy colours and stuff, get some paracord and get some of the little metal ferrules and make your own. Why not? It's probably cheaper. So yeah, the laces, absolutely pants. One other thing that I don't like about these, my preference on a edging toe area, is that it's just flat. More rubber, more grip, and once it's worn in a bit, it's the rubber that's sticky, not the tread on the front. So yeah, a couple of little niggles, but otherwise I'd consider these to be the absolute best chainsaw boots on the market right now. Bit of context, I'm comparing these to the Hakes Protector Ultra Pros. We may as well do a review on those at some point soon because they're really popular, everybody likes those. I picked those because I have wide feet, which is also why I picked these. If you've got wide feet, as in your toes are wide at the front, then I recommend these or the Hakes Protector Pros. Hakes notoriously have a wide foot box. Arbortec, the KOs have a narrow foot box. So if you really like the look of the Arbortec gear, and you've got wide feet, the KOs might not. The KOs will fit. The Scafell lights probably won't. Getting my names mixed up there. The KOs good for wide feet. Colorways, I went for the snazzy purple, but the brightness has not lasted too long. They're also available in kind of green and orange mixed colour and black and green, I think. But these purple ones, you know, nobody has purple boots, why not, eh? On the specs, they're waterproof. You've got waterproof membrane throughout. I believe it's the Breathe Dry, Arbortec Breathe Dry fabric, which is very, very similar to Gore-Tex. It's not, but it's very similar. And in my experience, it is rock solid. These do not leak at all. You can use these as wellies. And that protection, that membrane, both the chainsaw protection and the waterproof membrane come up to the top of the sock bit. So you're still protected all the way up above your ankle from water and cuts. And on that note, it's class 2 protection, so 24 meters per second on your saws. So that'll cover like most old saws, but newer saws these days, the cordless electric saws, the chain speeds are starting to pick up. Like some of them are edging towards 30 meters per second. So yeah, you want some boots that are gonna save you. You ain't gonna be climbing many trees if you chop your toes off. And on that note, that's me done. These are the Arboreta Kayos, highly recommended by me. And yeah, I'll see you next time.